She's got gold trim underwear. How do I know? And who is she? Consuelo Vanderbilt was the great-granddaughter of Commodore Vanderbilt, making her a relative of Anderson Cooper, and through marriage, she was a relative of Winston Churchill. And it's that marriage and her mother's need to ensure that this was a society success that makes everyone who ever read the paper know that she had gold fastenings on her underwear in 1895 when she married the Duke of Marlborough. So you see, her mother, Alva, was married to Commodore Vanderbilt's grandson, who was a philanderer. But the thing about it is, he was open with his mistresses. That pissed her off. She divorced him. She got the houses, the money, the kid, but she paid in terms of social clout. So when her beautiful daughter had a coming out in Paris and had multiple suitors, Alva thought, that'll be the making of me again. It was also in some ways the making of the 9th Duke of Marlborough, because his beautiful and beloved Blenheim Palace was falling apart. He asked the lovely Consuelo Vanderbilt to marry him, and she had $4 billion in today's money. Her mother ensured that everybody knew this wedding was happening on Fifth Avenue, sharing all sorts of details ahead with the press, including that the veil was 5 feet of lace with pearls. She wore a crown of orange blossoms, just like Queen Victoria. In the press, they said she had a bouquet of orchids brought in from Blenheim Palace. In her own book later, she said the orchids never made it. There's a little bit of discussion about who made the dress. It might have been House of Worth or a New York designer named Catherine Donovan, who in her obituary was listed as the dressmaker. The bridesmaids wore white satin with dresses with blue ostrich feathers and butterfly pins. There were something like 300 policemen there at the wedding to make sure it didn't go into a mob situation because so many young girls wanted to get to look at her. Consuelo Vanderbilt went on to be considered one of the most beautiful women in English aristocratic society. The writer of Peter Pan said he would just wait to see her. She attended coronations and all sorts of fancy events, having her own balls as well. Her own son would become the Duke of Marlborough, but her marriage didn't last. She got divorced a year after this was made.